Yo, what's up, movie people? I hope you're doing well. I just got back from an early screening of No Hard Feelings. I think you're going to be seeing this review a day before the movie comes out, so I'm going to do no spoilers on this video, but let's get into the review of No Hard Feelings.
Away from her! Oh, steady!
Alright, the plot of the movie follows a desperate woman who's on the brink of losing her childhood home, and then she agrees to date a wealthy couple's introverted and awkward 19-year-old son before he leaves for college. So, short thoughts on this. I think No Hard Feelings is a really good movie overall, but it's a great comedy movie. And before we get started, I just want to say, go see this in theaters. Support these comedy movies. Because last year we had Lost City. This year we kind of had Dungeons and Dragons. That was a little bit of a comedy. But I think No Hard Feelings is definitely worth the ticket price. And I think it's the funniest film of the year so far. Dungeons and Dragons was my funniest film of the year. But I think this one is the funniest film of the year so far. Because it's a pure comedy movie. It's a pure comedy genre. So if you want to just go in for pure laughs, go into this one. Because my crowd ate it up at the little screening that we had a week before it came out. I saw it, and my crowd was laughing a lot. It's a big crowd pleaser of a movie, so try to get a huge audience when you see this because it's awesome. I had a lot of fun. Like I said, it's just like, it was so much better than I was expecting. I feel like this summer's off to a great start. Like, no movie this summer I think I've given a bad score to. Like, no big release of a movie. There's maybe like some small movies, but those don't really count. But we're off to a great start this summer, and this is our first comedy. The next one we got is Joyride. Looking forward to that. But our cast of No Hard Feelings is, of course, the legendary Jennifer Lawrence, our favorite Hunger Games star, and then she's in so many other great movies. Jennifer Lawrence, she's never been in like a pure comedy like this. I don't think so far. So I really think that this is her first like comedy film, like pure comedy. I mean, she's probably in other films that have like some comedy in it, but this is like her first all-star pure comedy movie. And let's just say that she is brilliant in this movie. She just takes on a whole different role in this movie, and this just makes me want to see her in every single comedy movie coming out. I just want her to do comedy films now. That would be awesome. She's expressed interest. She wants to return in the Hunger Games movie, which I doubt's going to happen. But, I would just rather her make comedy movies after this one. Like, more rom-coms, I guess, or just other, like, pure nasty rated R comedies. There's some graphic scenes in here. We got nudity in here. We got language. Got some nasty jokes, but they're great jokes. They're just kind of nasty at parts, but they're great. And we got Andrew Barth Feldman, that's his name, and he plays the 19-year-old son. And this guy is brilliant. I have never seen this guy in anything else before, but I think he's in one of the High School Musical show on Disney Plus. I think he's in that for a little bit, but I never watched the most recent season. But I think he's in the most recent season. But other than that, he's not in much else. But he's phenomenal here. He is really good in his element here as playing the awkward 19-year-old son. He plays a 19-year-old son of Matthew Broderick. He's in this movie. And I just laughed every time Andrew was on scene. He was just brilliant in this movie. This just makes me think that he's going to get a lot of calls from his agent after this movie because he's going to pick up a lot of roles. Maybe it's more comedy roles. I would love it. Maybe it's just other things. He's going to be a true star after this movie comes out. And him and Jennifer have some amazing chemistry. And Andrew, I'm not going to spoil anything, but he has a singing scene when he's playing a piano, and it's absolutely brilliant. It's emotional, but it's also very funny because of what he's singing. But, they are our true leads of this movie, and they stand out a lot. They are magnificent. As I said, chemistry off the charts. They play off each other so well. I enjoyed them together so much. And onto the comedy of the film. As I said, the comedy works a lot. There's a lot of jokes in this film. It's like nonstop joke. And the whole journey with them trying to get to know each other in the film is brilliant because she's trying to get to know him to get some money to buy a new car. That's basically what the trailer said, so I'm not saying anything you guys don't already know. And what comes on after that is just a whole journey of jokes, fun, and hilarious activities between the both of them. And I think the trailers really, they sold this movie to me, but I was worried because you're worried every comedy trailer, you're worried that they showed all the jokes in the trailer. But this one has a lot of jokes that you haven't heard in the trailer, and they're so funny. Like, I think the jokes that you heard in the trailers aren't even the funniest jokes in this movie. You know, sometimes I'm very worried that the movie isn't going to be as funny as the trailers are sold to be, but this movie is funnier than the trailers are showing you. So go see this movie. It's so funny. The runtime is an hour and 45 minutes, and the pace was pretty good. You know, I don't have an issue with the pace. I think the second half was a little slow at points, and it went down the road of just a generic comedy rom-com kind of film. It was a little generic, but you know, comedies don't have a lot to work with when changing up the game because they don't want to be too risky with it, because you know, just go down the path that's basic. It works, but it's a little basic for me. But you know, I gotta say, I had a lot of fun with this movie, and I'm kind of stuck. So overall, I had no hard feelings. It's worth going to the theaters for. It comes out this week, so you don't have a lot of options this week. You can go see the movies that have already been released, but I would go see No Hard Feelings. No Hard Feelings is the only comedy opening up in June, I think. So it really is just a great time to see in the theaters. But it is rated R, so watch out for that. Don't take any of your kids to this movie. But overall, I'm gonna give No Hard Feelings. I'm gonna give it. Oh, I'm deciding between a 3.5 or a 4. You know, I'm going to give it a low 4 out of 5. We've had a good week so far, so I really enjoyed this movie a lot. Let me know what you guys thought of the movie when you see it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.